Hello again. I thought that I would talk a little about the minority of people watching this channel who always seem to say negative things, no matter what subject I happen to be talking about. Now, I have not the least objection to anybody disagreeing with me because opposition can often lead to new insights via the dialectical process. One person advances an idea, another puts forward an opposing idea, and from these two opposites, a third view sometimes emerges, which combines the best points of both the original view and the opposing opinion. This is how the dialectical process works, with a thesis and antithesis meeting and then bringing forth a synthesis, something new. That doesn't seem to happen in comments here with those people who appear to disagree strongly with my views. I'd be very happy to see such discussions develop in the comments on this channel. The reason it doesn't take place is because those who don't like what I'm saying usually wish to talk about something completely different from the views and opinions which I have expressed in the original video. Take yesterday, for instance, when I talked about the interesting fact that de facto segregation has returned to blood transfusions in this country, so that people from the blood from black people is overwhelmingly given only to other black people. I found this a fascinating and ironic development and thought others might find it interesting. I said nothing even remotely derogatory or slighting about black people, but limited myself to quoting from the BBC and from the American Red Cross website. What sort of comments did this draw? Let's have a look. Simon was having his nappies changed in the 30s and is now having them changed again in the 20s. How time flies around, eh? I can only assume this was written by somebody who either doesn't know about or is unwilling to discuss the subject of blood transfusions. Here's a good one. Webb only likes to spread gloom and misery. If you look at his face, it's etched in nastiness and he looks unhealthy. His negativity is actually damaging him and his days are numbered if he doesn't change to being more positive and spreading some joy. Gloom as he portrays will eat at his soul. Spreading gloom and misery by reading out extracts from a news item on the BBC. I like that. Another one with nothing useful or interesting to say about blood transfusions. How about, I have to say your videos bring all the racists out, well done. Nothing about sickle cell or anemia or blood transfusions there either. More twisting and representation of the science facts by Webb. We are all the same human race. The limitations on blood donations are based on the biochemical differences in blood groups between individuals regardless of ethnic background. Where the hell are you going with these videos, Webb? Keep it up and see where it gets you. You're sailing very close to, or indeed at the point of producing racist material. Sooner or later you will be banned on YouTube. The sooner the better. You have nothing positive to contribute. This person does seem to have something to say, but can't stick to the point long enough to explain it because he is so angry. I feel that if he could have just stuck with the point he was making, there could have been a basis there for some sort of discussion or an interesting debate. What about this? Simon, can you get another hobby that doesn't involve talking about black people? There is something concerning about a supposedly proud Englishman spending his days talking about blacks. How exactly do your commentaries make the UK a better place? Well, this is a very novel idea. I had no idea that the primary aim of YouTube videos was to make the United Kingdom a better place. I wonder if that's supposed to apply to all YouTube stuff or just mine. One final example. Mr. Webb, does the rather shocking racism displayed in an alarming number of comments here give you pause for thought at all? Here then is what I find profoundly depressing, that I draw attention to all kinds of things which a lot of people seem unaware of, but which could be good topics for debate, and yet those who apparently disagree with me are unable to frame coherent arguments to explain why they disagree. They invariably fall back on either abuse or vague descriptions of me as a racist. Whenever I do try and engage with one of these people, they never seem capable of following a train of thought for long or actually listening to any point. If I were a hasty man, I might jump to the conclusion that anti-racists are not very bright and cannot in general follow a reasoned line of argument. I'm sure that there is actually another explanation for what I observe, but I'm not at the moment quite sure what it might be.